Catalyst teams, reconnecting with the mission. Where are we at, and where are we going? I just want to remind you, we've got 13 current teams. Now the good news is that we're just bringing another Catalyst team on in Manchester, and I'm pleased to say that literally just in the last 24 hours we've confirmed a new Catalyst team leader in Manchester and Greater Manchester, and that's Christy Braisted, who's here online. So that's hot off the press, and we look forward to you joining us as a team being formed in Manchester. So that's really exciting, and we're hoping for more to come as well in other areas at the moment. So please be praying as we speak with a number of other areas about joining as Catalyst teams. A number of roles we've got 10 supported roles, as I mentioned there. Nurses and midwives is one of those. We want to support you better in your different roles and sharing resources and more. So those things are ongoing. Training wise, we've got these sessions every 6 months, which we're running in September and March on a Saturday morning. We're just launching some bi-monthly evening sessions for everybody. So on the 14th of October, we're going to be looking at how do we disciple students and juniors, looking at some research we've been doing, and also just a chance to hear best practice from different areas. And then the 8th of December, integrating nurses, midwives and AHPs. As we say, we're really serious about this. We recognise the numbers are smaller and we need to be very intentional about integrating nurses, midwives and AHPs. And it's wonderful to have some of you here with us this morning. I think certainly Pam and Helen, for example, you're with us. Great to have you here. We've got our team member training booklet and some training videos. What we'll do is in the chat, you may already have seen it, but you'll see a link to a handout, which has got some of the links here to the team member booklet, to the team member training video. So that will appear in the chat soon, and we'll share it with you after the conference as well. So this information and the links will be on that. Here's some of the training videos which you can find on YouTube. We're also developing interviews with people in various roles. Again, these are linked on the handout, along with some highlights and talks from previous online gatherings, which are all also on YouTube. Now, each role has a facilitator. So if you're in, for example, a pastoral care catalyst, your facilitator Steve Sturman, or prayer, it's Steve Fouch. I won't read them all out, but this is somebody who is either a staff member or a volunteer, some of them, who is your point person really to connect and to think about how we connect others. Richard Scott's involved in our evangelism. Apologies from some of our evangelism catalysts. They're not here today because they are involved in a evangelism and apologetics track training day. And also some of our nurses are not here, and midwives are not here because they've got a nurses and midwives writers training day. So be thinking of them today as well. So they're key people to connect us into what's going on. What's coming up? Well, local connection and innovation is key. So you've heard some examples today. This is just the front page of the South East Scotland Christian Medical Fellowship website that Emily mentioned in the video. And we've mentioned Restore and Refresh, which Phoebe referred to, which is really exciting to see happen as well. So actually things bubbling up locally that really meet the needs, that are localized and relevant is so important, more important than any of the other things really that I'm going to mention. And then people, we've got new associates in psychiatry. Ankarad, you're here today. Thank you for joining us from North Wales, and you're joining us in the psychiatry specialty link role. Karen, we've heard from earlier on, in workplace associates, and then Sue Holcomb joining us as our whole life faith associate, and they'll be working with us between half a day and 1 day a week, working on these areas, developing. Really exciting as we look to integrate these networks and principles throughout Catalyst teams. We've got a mentoring program that's going to be launching this autumn. There is a video somewhere launching it, so I haven't got that, but Steve Sturman is heading that up with Monica Hrabowski, who's our mentoring associate. And then we're developing our training resources, as mentioned. Technically, we're launching a new website, hopefully in early 2022. We're looking to link our database better. Just simple things like having interactive maps, easier ways of communicating, seeing how we can contact people in regions and so on. And please be praying, as I mentioned, over new regions, new teams potentially joining us soon. Excited about Catalyst Networks. So we've got a fledgling one in Yorkshire, which Brian is overseeing, and in Scotland, which we're just starting. So in Scotland, there are a potential 5 teams, and we're looking to link them into a network. And Audrey Chalmers is going to be heading that up. Currently Southwest Scotland team leader, but going to be heading up a network. And that's experimental, and we're looking to see how that goes in the next 6 months. And then we're developing new catalyst roles, for example, an ethics catalyst, which we think will also be exciting.